Good evening, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1, and we are live on Political Review. I still remain as Uchenna the Peters. As the Nigerian election has come, and the aftermath is what the Nigerian people are still grieving through after the robbery of their mandate by the ruling party, APC, and their presidential candidate, Tinubu, alongside INEC, the institution that carried out this mandate robbery. The former president of Nigeria, in one audio conversation, of which I can categorically say that it came from those who want to gag the people, to put this man, Obasanjo, Charly boy, and people who would in any way rally around Nigerians to stand out against this very political robbery. Before I proceed, let me quickly bring you that audio conversation because we are on the issue. Is it time to occupy Nigeria now and not in London? I want you to take a look at this video very quickly, and I'll be right back.
Baba, good evening.
Hello.
Sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You tried to call me.
Yes, sir. It's Charlie boy.
I know it's you.
I just wanted, the only thing I wanted to ask to confirm if truly, because we don't know what's fake news anymore, if you had really gone to INEC.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Okay. I haven't.
Okay.
All right. But they want to steal a victory. We must not allow them.
Baba, just
Yes.
give me a command. What do I do? What do you think? What can I do?
Now, you shouldn't do it alone. You need to occupy Nigeria. All right?
Yeah.
It's Nigeria. So, because in that way, when the country is paralyzed, then they will find solutions. All right?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well done, sir. Morning, sir.
Morning. I understand that they are really bent on rigging this election, on stealing it.
That's what it looks like.
Okay. It will not be well.
It won't be. It won't be.
It will not be well. Hmm?
It won't be. It won't be. What do we do, sir? Is there anything we can do?
Well, we have done all that we can do now. But I understand that the youth are not accepting.
Yes.
Okay, so we should make sure that the youth don't accept. That's all.
Yes, they should. We need people power
now.
now.
That's what remains.
Okay, sir.
People not the youth not to accept it, not accepting.
I got a
That's all.
complaint. I got a complaint from Oyo, Ibadan.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Ibadan too. You know.
Yeah. That the people, the youth should not accept. Now, if they want to kill the youth, let them kill, and then they will not. They will not leave after that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. All right.
That was the conversation from or between Obasanjo, Charlie Boy, and at some point Donald Duke, the former governor of Cross River State. Since after this election, there have been called by different people to stand against this very robbery, daylight robbery everyone had seen, that the current charade of an announcement of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president-elect is being rejected by Nigerians. And at this point, I flashed back on what happened in Sri Lanka about a year ago, where the people occupied the capital city, including the presidential villa. I saw something there that I never saw before. And I want you to take a look at this, because it seems the advent that took place in Sri Lanka was actually sending a message to Nigeria. I want you to watch this very video. And on this part, I can tell you, you've not seen it before. Then subsequently, the protest that happened in London. I want you to also look at it as it is going to play simultaneously. I'll be right back. Then when we come back, we'll open up the lines for your submission. This is Sri Lanka. This is Sri Lanka. The people occupying the government house, the presidential house. That is the power of the people. Now, there is something you guys are not seeing here. A message sent to Nigeria by proxy. I just saw it now. Can you see that? Can you just see what I saw now? Green, white, green. That is Nigerian flag. That is Nigerian color. Sending this message that soonest this will happen in Nigeria. And I can tell you people, it is about to happen. Just look at it again. Green, white, green. Can you see that? Right in front of the presidential villa. The power of the people. Oh God.
Give us Obi, 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 give us Obi.
That is it. That is what I am bringing to you tonight. Do you think that it is time to occupy Nigeria? Not just occupy the embassy in London. I mean Nigerians whom their votes and their mandate were stolen from them. The question is it time? Do you agree that this situation, the Sri Lanka treatment, should erupt in Nigeria today? Because it is the people that holds the sovereignty of every nation. That is the truth. The people are the sovereignty. The people are the voice. The people are law. Do you think it is about time Nigerians show their solidarity to the man of the moment? Do you think that it is about time, just like you had Obasanjo admonish Charlie Boy to rally around the youths from that leaked video? Don't get it twisted. I'm very sure that that very leaked audio call was being sponsored by the APC government to destabilize whatever move anyone is trying to make to resist this daylight robbery. But nevertheless, even as it is, the Nigerian people have right to protest and to resist this very charade. Just like we had Ahmed, the Dati, when he made his own presidential or press conference after the election, he said that nobody's calling for violence, nobody's calling for take-up of arms against the government. But the Nigerian people have right to protest and take their mandate back. Okay? So some people believe that this very stolen mandate must be resisted. And personally, I agree with it. 100%. I agree with it. I don't know about you. Do you agree with it? Because from what we've seen so far, it is obvious that this government of APC have broken every record to conduct the worst charade of an election in the history of mankind. If it is rigging, it would have been better, because I know that even rigging, according to those of you who studied political science, that rigging is a necessary evil in an election. What we saw happen in Nigeria recently is not rigging. It is something else. It is an open robbery of the people's mandate. It is an open robbery of the people's mandate. The videos we've been publishing and those we are still going to publish show clearly institutional robbery of people's mandate. Institutional robbery of people's mandate, where security operatives were used to snatch ballot box. When the president was threatening Nigerians that they are going to use the military or the security operatives to quash any form of political talk that will try to snatch ballot box. But it turned out that all of this hulaba and balablu is a scam by APC. Even me, at the point, I thought that Buhari was innocent of this, the plot by Tinubu and INEC to rob Nigerians of their mandate. I was thinking, with this policy or the new Naira note and the rest of them, all of them is now coming to reality that these guys knew all they were doing from the beginning. They knew what they were doing. They want to destabilize the people. They want to destabilize the people. They are rubbing it on the Nigerian people's face. Just recently, today, the Supreme Court just came up to tell Nigerians that they can continue using old Naira notes after putting Nigerians through hell in these past few months in the name of introducing new Naira. It is now clear that all of these were orchestrated by APC government, using the security operatives, using INEC, using central bank, using all manner of governmental institutions. And they have proven beyond every reasonable doubt that what I've been saying about this country is 100% truth. That corruption is an institution in this country. Corruption is an institution. And it is about time Nigerians come out of their religious mentality of God help us, of God will do this, of God will not allow it. God will allow it if you allow it. That is my position. God will allow it if you allow it. Nigerians, I mean, they talk to you. Except you rise up and resist this. Except Nigerian people wake up and resist this. I'm not afraid of my life. So many people have called me and said, oh, something can happen to you. Everything is happening to us already. So there's no need of being afraid. There is no need. As far as you're concerned, we are all dead bodies in this country. With this crop of people at your governmental seats, at the position of authority, man, Nigerian people are going to see what is from frying pan to fire, what it really means. And that is what Nigerians are experiencing. But I want to tell you this. Take this message everywhere. Tell them that I said so. I am not backing down on this project. We have started this political revolution and we must see it to the logical conclusion. Nigerians, we have battles ahead of us. I'm the one saying it. We have plenty of battles ahead of us. And I want you to help me share this video. We are always live from Monday to Friday. And by next week, we're going back to the battlefield to retire and to dismantle APC government anywhere we see it, and PDP government as well, because they are all two sides of the same coin. They gathered together to rob the people their mandate. In the state controlled by APC, in the state controlled by PDP, they did exactly the same thing to rob Nigerians their mandate. They've been doing this all these years, but thank God, Nigerians came out in mass with their two eyes open. And there is no hiding place for impunity. Because what we saw is criminality. And these guys, their destination should be jail. We saw a whole lot of madness. And I can tell you, if we don't rise up now, trust me, there is no hope for you. There is no hope for you, Nigerians. There is no hope for you. We are still going to come out en masse come next week. Do not be discouraged by charlatans. Some of them are on this platform. Some of them are watching. Telling you that your PVC is useless. Who told you? We were very, very successful in this operation to retire these people. With our PVC, who would have told you that sitting governors will lose the election? That is a political revolution, and that is because your vote counted. Despite their rigging and manipulation, Enugu State governor lost his seat. I mean, the senatorial seat is vying for a sitting governor. Abia State lost. Cross River State lost. That is the power of the people, because the power of the people is much powerful than the people in power. Do not allow charlatans to discourage you and tell you that it doesn't matter. Your PVC worth nothing. And they're already sponsoring videos to discourage you from voting them out. Let me tell you, you see Lagos, you see Ogun State, you see Osun State, you see Rivers, you see Cross Rivers, you see the entire Southeast and the South-South, you see North Central. Labour Party, we are taking them over. We are taking them over. I tell you. Because if we don't, that is when we lose this battle. Don't forget. Do not forget. I do not say I don't tell you that the root of their corrupt structures lies on the state government. They use the instrumentality of the state government to rob the people. We saw how the Lagos State government unleashed thugs. We saw it happen in Rivers State where Wike unleashed thugs against the people to steal their mandate. We must retire them. We must punish them, every one of them. Every one of them. Your PVC is your greatest weapon. You have nothing else. They want to demoralize you. They want to make you to give up. Listen, the real fight is next week. And to Ndi Igbo specifically, I must say this. I've been constrained to say this all this while, but I have to say it now. Ndi Igbo, get ready. Nigerians, get ready. Lagos State is the battleground. You see, APC, they must lose Lagos State next week. Come out en masse, because if you don't, hey, what this guy planned for you, what they plan for you, if they successfully take up Lagos State next week, bye-bye for every one of you. No, because the result of it after this election, if you allow APC to go back in power in Lagos State, you are finished. We're not talking about Tinubu that thief the mandate of Nigerians through INEC. Don't mind that one. We are recovering it. Oh, that one is open couple. I'm telling you. We are recovering that mandate. Tell them I said so. Nothing can stop Nigerian people from recovering that mandate. It is not about Peter Obi, but he remains the beacon of hope of Nigerian people, irrespective of where you're coming from. My people in Lagos State, I want to charge you. In fact, listen to the video I'll be uploading tomorrow in the morning. I'll be making the video in the morning, but later in the afternoon, I'll be publishing it. You see Lagos State, we are taking it. You see Lagos State, we are taking it. Nigerians, get ready to take Lagos State. Save yourself from the calamity, because I can tell you, Lagos State, the transaction that goes on in Lagos State is bigger than the economy of Lagos State is bigger than so many countries in Africa and the rest of the world. Many of you don't know that. And these political criminals amassed the wealth they used to rob you this presidential election. If not, where would they have gotten over 200 billion to bribe INEC? Because if it were not so, let me talk up. If it were not so, if INEC chairman did not collude with APC, at the point where all these things were very clear, even more and more evidence are coming up, prove very clearly that there was no election, or the election that happened had been turned upside down and the result rewritten. Many of the result sheets, you see how they were canceling and rewriting the votes of the people. And the INEC chairman, in the midst of all this, turned a blind eye. That even a professor, a university professor as they call him, could not do calculation 1 + 1. Where a paltry votes as they cumulated it in their so-called manipulation had a paltry 2,000, 1,000, 3,000, 1,000, 3,000 into 2 places into a maximum of 5 to 10 places amounted to 90,000 votes. We saw it in their calculation. And that is the result they want Nigerian people, they want to shove it down the throat of Nigerian people. It's not going to happen. No, never, it will not happen. It will never happen. I'm telling you, it will never happen. That is my position on it. If you're dropping your comment, we are going to be taking your commentaries. And we can only take relevant comments that are in line. With what we are discussing. If you are not part of the process, you don't have any business being here. If you are part of the zombies, I call them zombie because zombie know they think. Zombie will march forward, they will be marching forward. People think they think with other people's brain. They ask them, move, they move. Stop, they stop. Up, they can't reason with their head. Many of them are on this platform. And many of them, unfortunately, claim they are Biafra agitators. Mad people. I call them. I don't have any missing word. You guys know. And you know my resolve and my stand on Biafra. I am a Biafran by indigenous identity, and there's no missing word about it. I say it anywhere I go. I don't have any apology to anyone. And I'm a Nigerian by citizenship. And my commitment to the freedom of ordinary people can never, ever be substituted for anything. Never. So, I have amen. Agitation of buying and selling, of which we've been seeing all these years. But I believe one day it will, all we've been doing since 2014 is getting clearer. And the more we expose these charlatans, the more new people. Say they talk, soldier come, soldier go, barrack remain. That is what they have turned the agitation into. When your eye clear, you go come out, and other people go enter and continue in their zombie mentality. But that is not the issue we are talking about. We are talking to Nigerians today. The importance of them to occupy Nigeria, because sovereignty rests on their shoulders. We are not talking about just about the election, the presidential election. The real fight is next week. Make sure you watch the video I'll be publishing tomorrow. Extremely very important. Very, very important. You watch that video. I will publish it next week. I will not be saying too much today because we've seen enough. I want to encourage you all to always follow what we do on this platform. Ask your relevant questions. If you feel you can challenge what we are saying on this platform, you can come forward. I will open the books for you. That is why charlatans and criminals don't appear on this platform. No, you cannot try it. You cannot try it. We bury you with the truth. We use the truth to bury your lies and propaganda. So avoid here. That is what I'm telling you. Avoid here. Very, very important. Very, very important, I tell you, my people. Next week is the day of reckoning. Do not miss it. Tell my people, tell all Igbo people in Lagos State to come out like they never came out before. Tell everyone to come out en masse and take Lagos State. Take all the states in the southeast, south-south, southwest, north central. Take all of those states. Because if you don't, that is where we start losing the battle. Do not allow anyone to tell you otherwise or to encourage you or to tell you or to taunt you or to let you know that your vote didn't count. No, your vote counted. I think I have Olisa in the studio. Hello, Olisa.
Hello.
You are welcome to today's program.
Yeah, Mr. Chinelu, thank you.
Yeah, we are talking about what happened in London and the leaked audio, which I believe you've seen, between Obasanjo, Charly Boy, and Donald Duke, where you are advising that Nigerians should occupy Nigeria to save Nigeria. Do you think that is the right thing to do? And do you think that it is time for Nigerians to occupy Nigeria and take back their mandate?
Yes, because it's the right thing, you know. It's a democracy. We're trying to protect our democracy, and it's through democracy that the people's power is assured, the people's mandate is assured, and the referees people will be assured. So we don't need someone like Obasanjo and tell us that white neck is what we want. We the people have suffered for 8 years. We need a better country, a new Nigeria.
Okay. Now we've from my own assessment of that audio recording, you know, at some point I believe that the people that leaked that very audio recording are people who want to gag any plot or any move by anyone to mobilize Nigerians to stand up against this criminality, because I call it criminality. We've seen a whole lot of crime committed by government institutions, from security operatives to INEC officials and other government agencies who were used to rob the people of their mandate.
Yeah. Currently, the strategy, the APC, I don't know why they're not celebrating their victory. We should ask the question: why are they not celebrating the victory? Power comes from the people. If you bring yourself, like, try to foist yourself on people, you're not powerful, you're not influential. Because in a democracy, you gain legitimacy from the people. So the person that leaked the audio, he knows why he leaked the audio. He knows that this rapidity of INEC and we should control it at all. We can't control it. In some foreign crimes in the late countries, I don't think they get together. But we Nigerians, because of our leaders and because of the fear of the seems to be tyrants that's called our president, that he doesn't accommodate protests and all that. That's why we're trying to calm down and follow due process, trying to go through the legal framework and stuff, you know.
Yeah, talking about legal process. Protest is also part of it. Occupying Nigeria is also part of it. I strongly agree with that.
But what do you think can, we've had protests several times, like what do you think what's the positive that you think we can get from
To be honest
protest?
with you, we can get more results faster in protest than even in Nigerian court. Despite the fact that yes,
Wow.
that is the due process. The due process is going to court, and after all, P2B has already gone to court to obtain permission to go and collect the documents or the result sheets of whatever transpired. These are just normal procedure, but I can tell you that the language, a government of criminality, a government of impunity, a government that have no regard for rule of law, is for the people to rise. It is for the people to rise. Because even the security operatives that we're talking about, majority of them stands with the people on this. Because it's about them too. It is about them. I knew how many of them that lost their lives just last year because of corruption in the ranks and file of the security architecture of this country. Beginning with the army. The corruption there, the police, the corruption there, oh, it's mind-boggling. And a lot of them have died because of these corrupt practices. That's why I keep saying that corruption is an institution in this country. And the only language they will understand is when Nigerians occupy Nigeria. Because sovereignty lies on the people, sovereignty lies on the people. That is it.
Yes.
And for Obasanjo to say that is to tell you, as a former president.
Then Obasanjo should be at the forefront. If America did not get where it is.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you totally. I agree with you.
We need strong men. We need strong men.
And the rest of them, when they rise up, the youth will back them. Because people are waiting. The youth are waiting. The Nigerian people are waiting. Who will step out first?
No, we can't do a protest without a leader. Without a strong leader. A leader has to be at the forefront.
You know,
if it's P2B that will be at the forefront, if P2B will be at the forefront.
Of course. But this is not for P2B to decide who should protest and who should not. We are not even protesting for P2B. If Nigerians are protesting, they are not protesting for P2B. It's not about P2B. It's about their mandate that were stolen. It's an open robbery. Open robbery. No. Olisa, what else can we call this one? Because this one is not rigging. If there is another name, you can give us.
A rape on our democracy.
Last one you buy, or if when you are speaking this grammar like this, a rape on democracy. This one is open robbery. You are not talking about rape. They have raped us all these years. You know, and you can see that the atmosphere. Nobody is celebrating. That is to tell you that
nobody can celebrate it now.
Nobody, including APC members, they are not even celebrating.
Why should they celebrate?
You see,
it's not something that you want that you celebrate.
Honestly, we are thinking that the PDP we are worst off when it comes to rigging, but we never knew that something worse is coming. And when all these things are happening, you know, even with the position of Buhari, I thought that that man wants to redeem himself of all the 8 years of calamity he has put Nigeria through. He ended up bringing Nigeria to a point of failed state completely. Because that is what the observers are saying. That's what the observers... Look at the time we were talking about these new Naira notes and all of those policies, and we never knew that they were all in the plan. Just today, they just say we can now go ahead and use the new Naira notes. Where does this happen? The old Naira notes. Where does this happen? After putting Nigerian people through hell, you now go and use the court and be doing all those drama and the rest of them, thinking that we're not going to know. Yes, you can deceive us once, but you cannot deceive us all the time. It is becoming clear. It's just time we... Today we've seen that Buhari's hand is even in all of this. All of them. Even Buhari himself committed electoral crime the day he voted. Everybody saw it.
He needs to be arrested.
So all of these guys have no regard for law. What else can you get from a people like this? What kind of government do you think these people can offer to Nigerian people?
No lead by example. No leader, no. Right. We should complain. We should take action, and I love that. I just am saying it. The leak tape. Just now I'm saying it. You know, but I'm not going through it. But I'll go through it.
No, now that you said it, we are going to replay that leak tape, and also we are going to show you the Sri Lanka. You know, the Sri Lanka incident that took place when the people occupied their presidential house and took over the government. That was how they overthrew, and that's not the first time this thing is happening across the world. And that is the treatment Nigeria needs now, I can tell you. But when that was happening, I went back again to look at that video of the Sri Lanka case or the Sri Lanka incident. I saw something strange, which I've already brought to our viewers. I think I have to go back to that video again, where the Sri Lankans protested, and I saw the Nigerian color there, boldly, telling you that this is the only solution to the problem of this country. Let us go back again on that very video. I'll be right back. Olisa, you stand by. I'll still bring you back.
Okay.
This is Sri Lanka. This is Sri Lanka. The people occupying the government house, the presidential house. That is the power of the people. Now, there is something you guys are not seeing here. A message sent to Nigeria by proxy. I just saw it now. Can you see that? Can you just see what I saw now? Green, white, green. That is Nigerian flag. That is Nigerian color. Sending this message that soonest this will happen in Nigeria. And I can tell you people, it is about to happen. Just look at it again. Green, white, green. Can you see that? Right in front of the presidential villa. The power of the people. Oh God.
Give us Obi, 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 give us Obi.
All right. We've just relayed to you what transpired in Sri Lanka, and you saw that at that point where we witnessed the Nigerian flag right there at that very rally. It is a message, as far as I'm concerned, that that is the greatest solution to the problem of Nigeria. I think we have Mandela. Mandela, you just joining us.
Yes, Mandela is on the line. Yes. Good evening, Chinedu.
Mandela, it's a pleasure to have you on the program.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mandela, tell us from your assessment and what is happening in Nigeria, what happened in Nigeria during this election and the announcement of the result. Do you think that Nigeria deserves to be occupied by Nigerians? Do you think that it's time, just like Obasanjo admonished, that Nigerians to take over Nigeria and not allow this impunity?
Yes. Actually, what happened in Nigeria on 25th February, on Saturday, it was nothing but a rape. This is a rape. I don't know about it. Our people, Mr. Peter, all of the country, he told us to remain calm, that it is going to take the rally to restore mandate. And you know, it's possible to judiciary. Is India before? Is India before? So I have so much confidence. I have so much confidence on Peter Obi. It doesn't make noise. So let's just keep up the violent process. Because when you embark on this protest, hoodlums and our enemies will hijack the protest and cause mayhem in Nigeria, thereby jeopardizing my position on this. Thank you.
Okay, you think and you believe that that will not be the best option, that we just fold our arms and watch the outlay by the judiciary? Are you worried that when a thief is caught, you caught a thief in your house, and the thief is not the one telling you to take him to court or take him to the police station? Will you be concerned about that?
Yeah, this is what I'm concerned actually, but you know, this is what I call Nigerian factor. Because you know, Nigeria, I'm sorry to use the words, Nigeria is not a sane society. What is obtained here in Nigeria is never obtained in any other sane society in the world. So this is Nigeria. So I'm really worried actually. But however, let's give Peter Obi a chance. Let him let him take legal means. That is my position. Thank you.
Honestly, my own take here. I'm not trying to overwrite or write off the legal process going through the court to recover this mandate. I'm never against it. In fact, Peter Obi should sustain that fire. He knows how to do it. He had done it before. But I still strongly believe that when the Nigerian people en masse come out, it will force those in the court, the Supreme Court, to deliver the right judgment. They will now know that it is no longer business as usual.
Okay. Yes. Okay, let me put this. We don't know these people fighting for status quo to remain are the people benefiting from this corrupt Nigeria.
Yeah.
So since they have planned this rigging ab initio, this rigging was not planned on Saturday election. So they must have their second option to strike. So I'm afraid of the lives of the innocent Nigerian youth. That is my take on that.
Yeah, I understand you perfectly. Just like you said, you highlighted Mandela, that this rigging did not happen on Saturday. It was premeditated. In fact, some people believe that some of the results were written even before the election took place. And I can also tell you that there is this petition that was written against INEC about their plot to sabotage the transmission of results from the polling unit. They dismissed that petition and accusation as false, but that is exactly what played out. The records are there. The records are there that actually INEC intentionally.
When they get to the court, actually,
sorry,
sorry to interrupt you, Chinedu. When they get to the court, they must definitely upload the results. Must upload every other results in the court.
Is it the doctor's results or the result they have written
No,
by
I mean
themselves?
the result from the polling unit. No. I mean the original result from the polling unit. The results are there. Many people have the results. They are there. So all they need to do is to upload it to the INEC central server.
All right. I think, yeah, of course, they are going to do that. And they don't have any option. They have to do that. They are going to present everything they use for this election and prove how they got up to such figure they announced as the result of the election. Olisa, you've heard what Mandela said. Do you agree with him in all he said, or do you have any disagreement from the point of his opinion?
No, I don't disagree at all.
Okay.
I don't disagree.
So I think at this point, Nigerians should give P2B all necessary support. Bring out any evidence you have. They are still collecting it. Please make sure where you are sending those evidence and don't release any original evidence you have if you are not sure where you are dropping them. Please make sure you send it forward to P2B's legal team to ensure that they lay their hands on what is needed to reclaim back this stolen mandate. And I think that is exactly what is necessary to be done.
Mr. Chinedu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Concerning submission of evidences. Now there's an evidence that Harry submitted yesterday. I don't know whether he verified it.
Which one?
Harry. He submitted an evidence in Rivers State that the result is contradicting with the one they announced.
Yeah, I saw it.
About 6,000 votes in that local government.
Yeah.
They are now. I don't know whether you've seen the.
I've seen it.
Copies of the.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now, let us digress a little bit before we wrap it up. Following what happened, a lot of people are discouraged. And I tell you, from my opinion, it is what the APC and these corrupt politicians want. They want Nigerian people to give up. And many people, they are even to the point of sponsoring videos online where people are destroying their PVC and the rest of them, just to discourage people from coming out next week to vote and vote massively against them. Do you think that should be another battleground for the obedient movement? Mandela, if you are there. I think Mandela is not here. Oh, Lisa. Yeah, okay. Hello. We can hear you. Go ahead.
I feel that
what APC strategy has always been is for us to do apathetic to politics. Like their strategy is for us to just be disinterested in anything that is Nigerian politics. That you should just leave Nigerian politics for them and them alone. that doesn't concern us. Anything that they say, we should take it like that. We should take it like that. We should not get involved. That's what they want. But no, things are changing. Politics, we depend on politics for our next meal, for our transportation, for our security. We depend on politics for several things in our life. So um get green, our vigor should strengthen. This is the time that we need to strengthen our vigor. We need to strengthen our pressure to be able to choose good governance.
Okay. I think on this, I appreciate every one of you who have joined us on this program. Thank you, Olisa, and thank you, Mandela. And that is where we'll be wrapping it up on today's program. My people, viewers and subscribers, that is where we'll be wrapping it up on today's program on Political Review. We hope to come back again on Monday. Make our time with us and be connected on this platform. Share these videos. Stick on this platform to be getting verifiable updates as to what is happening. Okay? You encourage what we do by supporting our effort. Subscribe, share, drop your comments. Let us together as a family, as a community, change our course. Do not listen to anyone that wants to discourage you, wants to mock you, want to bring you down because you did the right thing. The right thing is for the people to rise up and take their mandate back. Next week is an unappointed week with history again, where Nigerians will be going back again to the polls to retire and dismantle this structure of impunity at the state level. Do not be cajoled. Do not be discouraged. I encourage you once more to go all out, cast your vote, and leave the rest. I can tell you, like we've left the rest time will sort it out, and you will know that your vote counted, and counted big time. I'm Soludo Peters. Make our time next week with us on Political Reviews, and from next week, or after this election, we'll go back again to Matters Horizon and other programs. Stick with us, and you will not be disappointed. You'll be properly and well informed. I still remain Soludo Peters. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just make sure you follow us anywhere you can to stay updated on our various platforms. You can also search BVI Channel 1 Plus, where we update uncensored video report. As they drop, we they bring it to you on BVI Channel 1 Plus. Just go there, click on subscription, and follow it so that as they hot, you they receive them fresh from the kitchen. Bye-bye for now. See you next week.